my name is Channing Gallagher.
And I'm Sierra McCauley.
Thank you so much, Sierra, for sitting down with me today. Today we're going to be talking about Sierra's recruitment experience. So, Sierra, first, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I am 21 years old, and I'm from Heflin, Alabama, but originally I'm from Seattle, Washington. And I'm a junior here at Jacksonville State University,
Okay.
and I'm majoring in public relations with a minor in marketing.
So you said you go to Jacksonville State. Have you always gone to Jacksonville State University?
No, so I transferred from Auburn University,
Oh, okay.
and I actually transferred this past fall from Auburn University into Jacksonville.
Greek life really dominates campus life at Auburn University. So what made you want to go through recruitment at Jacksonville State and not at Auburn?
So at Auburn, I mean, if you know much about the Greek life out there, it does dominate, as you said, and the population out there within Greek life is so immense, and whenever you get into it, I don't feel that it is as interpersonal as compared to a smaller university.
Yeah.
And also the cost out there compared to, the fact that you wouldn't know every girl within your sorority, I just didn't feel like it was worth it.
Yeah. So what is the recruitment process like?
So the recruitment process begins first with a meeting the night before the first day of recruitment, and that meeting essentially goes over all the information that you will need to know for the entire week of recruitment. And they call it Rush Week. I'm sure people have heard of Bama Rush and things like that, but at Jacksonville State it's a little bit smaller, and honestly I prefer it like that. So then there's day one, which is Philanthropy Day, which is where you get to go to each sorority and you learn about their philanthropy and what drives them to really raise money for their charity. Then the second day is Sisterhood and Values, and so you go and you learn about what they truly value as a sisterhood. And then the third day is going to be Preference Day, so you go to your preference of the sorority, and typically you sit in there and you just give your final thoughts and they give you their final thoughts, and they normally do something very special for you as well within that, whether it's they let you see a part of their ceremony or anything like that. So.
Oh, okay. It kind of seems a little overwhelming. So what kind of feelings were you feeling on that first day?
So the first day I was really nervous. We had to be there really early, and I'm not a morning person at all, so it was really hard to wake up and just get ready and everything like that. Along with all the nerves, I did not sleep the night before at all. I was just terrified. And then going in, I'm older, so I went in as a junior, and I knew that all of these freshmen were coming in, and a lot of them knew each other, but I genuinely did not know. I think I maybe knew 2 freshmen that were from Heflin, because like I said, small town, you know everybody.
Right.
But that was it. And I hadn't seen them for about 2 years since I had graduated and gone off to college. So it was just really different for me, and I was extremely anxious.
So how would your recruitment experience have been different if you had come in as a freshman rather than a junior?
So I believe that if I came in as a freshman, I think that I would be just as similar as to the other freshmen that were going through recruitment. I feel like I would be more confused and on the fence about where I wanted to go and where I truly belonged, because honestly, as a freshman, I did not know who I was. I was very impressionable, and there were a lot of things that I still had a lot of finding of myself to do.
Yeah.
So,
what's one thing that you would change about the recruitment process?
I think I would change the fact that a lot of pre-rushing occurs, and that there's a lot of P&M dates and things like that. I feel like for some girls it tends to be unfair, because there's many girls that they just weren't put in the right place at the right time to get asked to go out to eat with these girls or anything like that. So I feel like that would make it a little bit more fair to everybody.
Because I know at bigger schools they don't do any P&M dates or anything like that during the summer. So do you think that Jacksonville State could benefit from that in the recruitment process, or no?
I believe so, and I've also heard that another sorority is going to be coming to campus pretty soon, and as we grow our Greek life, that is probably going to be a rule that's implemented sooner or later, because it does make it completely unfair, and they have those rules at those bigger universities for a reason. And I think that right now they're not a big deal because we're just so small, but as we continue to grow in Greek life, it's going to become a bigger and bigger deal.
Yeah. How has your perspective on Greek life changed since joining your sorority?
So before I got into Greek life, I will admit that I did think it was a little bit of paying for your friends, as many people do. But once I got into it, I realized that it was much, much deeper than that. you are put through certain circumstances and certain situations that only those girls that you're with in your sorority completely understand. And so you have this connection and bond with them that you really truly don't find with anybody else. And there are other opportunities for you to gain certain experience. For instance, I'm the Vice President of Community Relations and I'm a Public Relations major. And so since being in my sorority, I have built my portfolio completely. I mean, I have so many new things that I've gotten out of being in my position in AOPI, and I've gotten internship offers and everything like that because of all the experience I'm getting from it. So it teaches you so many new things, and I have so many connections, and it's just a connection that follows you around wherever you go.
Yeah. Well, Sierra, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for sitting down with me and talking to me about your recruitment experience. And thank y'all so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, one and done.
Yeah, that was good.
Good job, you guys.